Hey everybody, still in Green Sullivan State Forest. Day 3, I guess. April 25th, Sunday. It's 51 degrees right now, and we got about a 10-mile-an-hour wind. Not too bad, fishable. So we'll be bass fishing today, this morning. It's about 10:30 in the morning. And we'll be starting out pulling the Whopper Plopper and the 10-inch black old monster. The water temperature is 55 degrees and 10 foot of water. I'm throwing this Whopper Plopper up next to these reeds, whatever they are, some kind of tall grass. Up in these calmer spots where the wind hasn't got a hold of the water. I figured that's as good a place to start as any. There's one on the Whopper Plopper. Decent fish. Decent fish. Look at that. Right there on the Whopper Plopper. Pretty bass. Let's get a weight on him real quick. That is just how I like to start my day. Keep him steady here. I got him right at 3 pounds. Right at 3 pounds. Beautiful way to start the day on the white Whopper Plopper. Get him back in there. So let's give you a shot of the Whopper Plopper in case you're not familiar. This is a Whopper Plopper. This little spinning around tail here. There's different designs. Some are shorter, fatter, longer, thinner, bigger. Just I don't know all the names of them, but Whopper Plopper for sure. They're all Whopper Plopper. So in the white, oh, and here's a tip for you. I'll use these 50-pound test swivels. I know I'll probably catch a lot of grief about that, but some people just aren't a fan of the swivel. But for the Whopper Plopper and a lot of topwater baits and my crankbaits too, really, it really helps keep the twist out of the line and in my opinion, lets the lure work more freely as it should. Just a little tip for you when it comes to Whopper Ploppers. So let's get out and hit that again. So I failed to mention how you work the Whopper Plopper. And I guess there's a couple different ways. Most of the time, I go with just straight retrieve. Just get it just fast enough to where it gives you that plop sound. And just a nice slow retrieve. Most of the time, that's how I fish it. And I'll try to give you a shot of the lure here as it comes up so you can see. Like that. Also, you can get it out there and kind of give it a little pull, a few plops and stop it. Just kind of give it a little pull, stop it. Kind of a pull, stop it. You can do bigger rips. You know, where you're really pulling it, kind of making a lot of splash. that's a good way to get muskie to bite on the Whopper Plopper. Whopper Plopper is a good bait for muskie. Just give it them long rips like that. But I like the straight retrieve. Try them out. Let me know what you think. Try them out. Get yourself a Whopper Plopper and go throw it. And then hit me back on the comments in the video what you thought about it. Or you can hit us up on Fishing Indiana on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. It's a group I started. So check us out there. I always post my videos there, and post pictures of your fish or whatever, you know. And have a ditch pickle picture showdown. Alright guys, I worked this whole stretch of bank here. It's been about 2 hours now with that Whopper Plopper. Just the one fish. But it is noon, so I switched over to Big Black. I'm gonna work that same bank, just like I said before, to hit the same spots over and over. Really try to fish them well. I'm gonna go back up the other direction towards the wind. Be a little easier to fish this rubber worm, and we'll see what happens. Another fish for Big Black. Awful tiny, but it's progress. He was right up in the weeds. Maybe 2 foot of water up there. Hey everybody, I've switched up colors here. We're going to the same old 10-inch Old Monster by Zoom. This is Gooseberry. It's black on the top, purple on the bottom. Little bit of a flake in there, like a metal flake. We're going to give that a whirl and see if that turns on some fish. There's a fish. Decent fish, decent fish. Another decent one. Come here, baby. Ah. Another pretty fish. The fat belly on that fish there. Good looking fish. Starting to get closer to the size we want to be seeing. See if we can get a weight on her. Not bad. 2.2 pounds. Oh, easy, easy girl, easy girl, easy girl. Good looking, healthy, fat bellied fish. Back in the water. Now, that's a fine example of why to go back over the spots that you've already fished. Try a different bait, try a different angle, different color. We come through here with the Whopper Plopper, and really went pretty slow trying to thoroughly fish it. And nothing, just the one, the very first fish we caught here. So I come back through. I was down there with the big black, and I had some bites, little ones. Switched over that purple, which is a famous bass color, and caught a decent little fish there. So we're gonna re-rig here. That fish was right up on the bank. Right on the bank. I mean, inches away from dirt. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video. So we were on South Bass Lake, that's in Duggar, right next to Green Sullivan State Forest in Linton, Indiana. It's just the next county over. It's about a 20-minute drive from Reservoir 26 campground. It's a nice little pit. I think it gets less attention, which is what draws my attention to it. Fish pressure is always a factor. So the Whopper Plopper, we caught that first fish. I wouldn't podcast in. Here's a couple different sizes of Whopper Plopper. I mentioned that there are different sizes, but it's hard to really see the difference without like a side-by-side comparison. So you see one here, the 110, I believe. Yeah, this is the 110, and this one's the 75. See, this one is longer but thinner, and this one is shorter but fatter. And there's a few different sizes, but that's how, other than obvious looking at them, that's how you tell them apart. This one's a 75, look on the bottom, this one's a 110, and the other ones will have different numbers for their size. That's about it on the Whopper Plopper. As I explained in the video, you can get that slow retrieve, start and stop, or kind of rips and stop, rip and stop. Try it out. I'd love to see some pictures. If you're out Whopper Plopper fishing, post them up and let me know. You can drop them on maybe in the comments, or definitely hit us up on Fishing Indiana on Facebook. It's a group. I post my shows there. Shoot us some pictures, start up conversation. If you got questions about something in the show, if I didn't explain it well, something you want to know more about, definitely feel free to leave comments. Hit me up on that Facebook group, Fishing Indiana. So we were also throwing the 10.5 inch old monsters. This one here is gooseberry. Now I talked a little bit about it in the video. Basically, it's a real dark purple on one side, and the light side, the other side is a brighter, lighter purple with some like metal flake in it. Pretty typical purple bass color. And then the 10.5 inch big black. This is probably my favorite rubber worm here. Cannot go wrong with the black old monster from Zoom. So that's about it. Not a lot of fish on this day. Still early in the year, the weekend of the 24th. A lot of wind. We'd had some rain, some snow just a few days before. We managed to get into a couple decent fish, so that's cool. It's about all you can ask for, really, on a weekend like that with that weather. And that's about all I got for you. If you got, like I said, if you got any questions, feel free, leave comments and hit us up on Facebook. That's about all I got. Thanks for watching another video, and we'll see you next time.